Prithviji, since we touched down in India, kinda, by way of
Yeah.
Israel's publishing partner, would you read for us next?
Yeah. Okay. So this is kind of divine, as Miss Isabel said just now, because my poem is also based on the Baul poets of West Bengal. And she was talking about this anthology, which is published in Kuch Bihar, which of course is also in West Bengal. So the poem I'm going to read today once again unveils a part of my history, a part of Indian history, and this relates to the Baul. You write those words as Baul, Baul poets, who are mystical, wandering poets, nomadic by nature, who are sort of legends in West Bengal, and it's said that they still exist in the state and sometimes beyond the state lines, and they embody a spirit of creativity and imagination, and they are dressed in these robes, which are sometimes rags and which can sometimes be saffron robes or of other colors, and they carry a one-stringed instrument called the iktara. So they are legends in Bengal. There are so many songs and folklores written about them. So I wanted to write a poem about them since a very long time, and I'm glad that the thread of West Bengal kind of, brings me from Miss Isabel's poems to my own. So here it is. Ball. Look, the balls are passing the city's final alleys without playing a tune on the iktaras. In this seemingly genteel evening, citizens of an inverted democracy are crying foul for freedom. Their cries are being thrown around like frenzied shouts towards the farthest walls. A long time ago, the quiet rhythms of sober voices and the lilt of the iktara had eluded their ears stuffed with malcontent. Everyone talked to themselves in the final alleys of this great big city. These ball poets will stumble upon these high and low roads and realize soon this city is not congruent enough to hold their passage. Some threw stale flatbreads at them. A bunch of knaves released a pack of hungry dogs after them. Silver-tongued taunts and 1,000 landless words passed through lips within the thousands of minutes that kept track of lucid time here. They are pedestrians, traveling minstrels on foot. A few stumbles on a few select roads cannot bring them downfall, nor can general hunger or calamities of other hues claim them. They walk, they pass through cities, they integrate cities of time in their myriad celebrations, sometimes without so much as playing a tune on the iktaras. The world beckons. They walk, prudent in what they eat and drink, without stumbling on uneven roads. They walk without blindfolding the truth. Everybody else sings blind tunes while living under a void of bright lights. At last another minstrel said, some will come, some will go. Almost all in this world will pass the same roads as these ancient poets and musicians. They still walk without stumbling on uneven roads. They still walk without blindfolding themselves to the naked truth. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that was fantastic. Loved it. It was wonderful.
Thank you so very much, sir.
The repetition, Prithvijit, of they walk, and the image of the contrast of being, they will not blindfold themselves to the truth while others do. And that language that comes towards the end of the poem kind of brings us back to the beginning. About this and being seemingly genteel. Well, democracy is under threat and people are suffering. The whole visual of that and the uneven roads was just a beautiful image that transcends, again, culture and is understandable in a different context on the other side of the world. So thank you.
I picked up on the same line that Sandy did. I really liked without blindfolding the truth. I like the idea that in these alleyways, right, poets have passed. And it just made me think about like the streets I walk, like what am I missing that poets see? But you know, I also liked a lot of the I think was it Landless Lips? Is that
Yes. Yes.
that was
Yes.
wonderful. I really liked that phrase. It made me think. So it was a wonderful journey in your poem.
It's so wonderful, really, how all these different cultures and the different arts, the poetry, the music, the paintings, and so forth, are also different, but all the same. Like you were saying, that we all will travel the same paths, and it's true. You know, we all. I mean, this life is. You know, and also food is always brought up. Anyway, but it's yes, really, really beautifully done, and it just all ties together. I mean, again, thinking about seeing God, seeing spirit in everyone, and so forth. I always think of the millions of Hindu gods and the Tibetan Buddhist gods as just being the faces of God, you know? And and again, I also love the blindfolding to the truth. It's particularly pertinent, I think, today, right now in this country. So thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you so very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Could you
Because
I
spell